Hey, Billy Drain from Miller Industries, and today I want to talk to you about the new features and the general operation of the new Flex 8 remote. First thing we want to cover is how to power up the remote. In order to get power to the remote itself, we want to make sure we first turn the control switch on the switch panel. Next, make sure that the e-stop is in the out or the up position. And then we're going to turn it to the on function. You'll see a status light start blinking, means that the remote is turned on. In order to enable the remote, we'll simply shift this over to the shift function, and now we're connected to the system and we can operate the functions of the wrecker. Keep in mind this is a full function wireless remote, so it'll enable you to operate your boom, underlift, and winch functions. So now that the remote is powered on, you also have the ability to shift between underlift and boom functions. The remote will stay activated on the last functions that you had engaged when you were operating the remote. So here we're going to switch from the underlift functions over to the boom functions. You'll hold down the shift function at the top right button will switch it from underlift to boom. You can see the light changes there, and release the shift. To go back to the underlift functions, hold down the shift, top left button, back to the underlift light, release the shift, and you're good to go. So this top switch is used in order to power on the remote. It's also used the shift function in order to connect the remote to the receiver. And the shift function also can be used to move between the boom and underlift functions on the remote. And in order to save the battery life, after 5 minutes of inactivity, you will have to relink the remote to the receiver via the shift function. After 10 minutes of inactivity, the remote will power down. As a safety feature, only one of the electronic control stations will be operable at the same time. So if you have an optional tailboard underlift switch panel like you see here, and it's in use, your wireless remote will not be active. In order to activate your wireless remote, simply hit the shift function, and that will take the power off of the tailboard switch panel and to your wireless remote. Another function of the remote is an e-stop switch. So if there is ever an emergency situation, you can engage the e-stop switch, and that'll kill all power to the control station itself. And lastly, when you're done using the wireless remote, simply turn it to the off position. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our news feed to stay up to date with all the latest tips and tricks from Miller Industries.
Miller Industries, the world leader in towing and recovery equipment.
This video is for product demonstration purposes only and is not intended for training or instructional purposes. Situations vary, and operators should rely on their own professional knowledge and safety procedures when conducting actual recoveries.